Hello, my name is Ugochi Uka. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! If this is your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe, tell your friend, watch, like, everything. And if it's not your first time here, thank you for joining again and welcome back, and do the same, please. Click like everything. Okay, so I was talking to a friend recently and she was asking me all this your talks about relationship. Every time relationship, this boy, this one, ghosting, blah blah blah. Who are these guys you're always talking about? Who hurts you? Who helps you? Who makes you happy? How are you an expert? Blah blah blah. And so it made me think about this topic, like, why do I talk about relationships, or why do people in general like to talk about relationships? And so that's what I'm talking about here today. So number one reason for me why I think that people talk about relationships is that every single thing in life is a relationship. Actually, anything between two people or two things, like even between plants, right? If you learned in agriculture, between two plants, there could be commensalism, there could be parasitic relationship, there could be symbiotic relationship between human beings, whether it's with your neighbor, your friend, your brothers, your sisters. It's still a relationship. So how you relate with the other person determines, how well that ship will sail. Don't leave me. Anyway, so basically everything's a relationship. So that's why people talk about relationship. So that's what I think. Number two reason is everybody likes to have love in their life. So even if it's like romantic, whether it's romantic love or not, or it's just like people like to have love and attention. And so I think that's why relationship is of particular interest to so many people, because they want to know more about how to feel love, about how to give love, and how to grow that love. And so of course people will always want to talk about such things. So that's the second reason why I think that people talk about relationships. Number three reason, everybody has some form of experience in relationships. So even if it's not your direct experience, it could be an experience of your friends. You will always hear your friends come and tell you about their how their relationships, past or current ones, or even the ones they are hoping for, how it's going. You would have seen your parents' relationships. Your parents must have had some form of relationship for you to be here listening to my YouTube video. So everybody has experienced some form of relationship, and so it's of importance. It's important to people. It's definitely something that people want to hear and talk about because of all these experiences that they've had or they've heard about. So that's the third reason why people like to talk and hear about relationship. Number four reason, people just like gists. As I feel like relationship gist is just sweet. People just like, if you're talking about other things, it's not as interesting. Like I was doing my Instagram live. I still do it, but I'm on a break right now. And during the Instagram live, like when I talk about other issues, like maybe even health matters or fitness or fashion, I noticed that not as many people are interactive as compared with when you're talking about relationship. This boy did that one, this girl got engaged, these people got divorced, they got separated, they got married. If you go on Instagram, it's always something about relationship. It's always a story about a girl trying to make a decision, maybe between two men, or about the way her husband treated her or cheated on her, or a man talking about bride price that he paid. There's always something happening concerning relationship, and people love those kind of things. They're like, yes, I want to hear more. They will argue there. People that they don't even know, they'll be arguing in the comment section. She should leave him, she should stay there, they're not ready for marriage, blah blah blah. So yeah, people like gist about relationships. So that's another reason why people talk about it. And then finally, the reason why I talk about it, I think I'm good at it. I think I'm good at talking about it, if I say so myself. Like it just comes naturally to me. One of those topics where I can just talk about it. People are like, how many relationships have you been in for you to know all these things? And I'm like, not a lot actually. I've not been in a lot of relationships. I've barely been in any relationships, if I'm being honest. But I've been in, all those waka pass periods, and I see things and I learn things easily, and I have lots of friends and acquaintances. I meet people almost every single day. Well, not now, not during this pandemic, but usually I'm sort of social person. So I talk to people talk to me, and it's easy for people to open up to me, and so I hear things, and so it makes me know things and know how to communicate things about relationship. I also hear that I give good advice, relationship advice. Whether or not I take them myself, that's a different story. But I hear that I give good relationship advice, okay? And so all these things, when people come and they're like, "You're not married. Why are you talking about marriage?" I don't have to be married to talk about marriage. Priests talk about marriage. Some pastors, some people that have never been married, they talk about marriage. Sometimes, like I said, the fact that you came from a marriage or some form of relationship with your parents, you've seen people that are married, you know, you have ideas for your own marriage, you can talk about it. You can talk about singlehood, you can talk about boyfriend, girlfriend, you can talk about different things. You don't have to have necessarily experienced it yourself. If you know someone else that has experienced it, you can talk about it, trust me. And so those are the reasons why I talk about relationships. What about you? Do you like to learn about relationships? Do you like to talk about it? What's your opinion? Share. And that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, and have a good day or night depending on when you watch this video. Bye.